So we want returning planes. And engine boost, sure. And oh, we have sea fires. Yes. Do we want longer torpedo dropping range? Do we want longer rocket planes? Oh, no, maybe not rocket planes. Do I really need longer torpedo runs? No, because if you go for a longer torpedo bombing run, that means you're down on one altitude and flak's hitting you and you're more predictable on your moving. I think you want to fly along up to a certain range until flak shoots at you, then dive down, and then you're dodging the AA as you dive down, and then attack your target at close range, because that's how the British things are. Look at this. The torpedo range, admittedly this is with torpedo acceleration, is still 1.9 knots though. So I could take torpedo acceleration off, but then the speed of the torpedoes would be 40 knots. Wait, does he have torpedo acceleration? He does. Alright, so I'm just wondering what to take. Now the thing is, the secondaries on this guy are not particularly great at 4.5 kilometers, so I'm not going to take the secondary battery mod that I sometimes do in carrier. I think I'm just going to take AA. More AA. You could do a double drop with longer range. No, double drop needs to be like 6 kilometers, and speed plays an impact. The planes need to be slow, and the planes need to have a long torp range, and that is not the Royal Navy. Like, if I was to show you the Shokaku, for example, a tier 8. Now, this guy's got... It doesn't have torpedo acceleration, right? So we're not taking TA, which means the torpedoes go at 5 kilometers, so it's not even that great. It's only there's only the Haku that gets 10 kilometer or 8 kilometer range. So this is 5. I think you need 6 to make this work, because you have to kill your plane speed down, drop, and then kill your plane speed back, because there's a timer on how quickly you can drop again, and they nerfed that on the Japanese line. So dropping multiple waves in one attack run, Wargaming nerfed that on the Haku, which, because the Haku was so powerful, they not only nerfed like a variety of abilities, but they nerfed the time between drops and the accuracy of it all. If you have slightly longer, like the thing about the right, here's another one, right? If you look at the Graf Zeppelin actually has 6 kilometer torpedoes. That's really interesting. If you don't take torpedo acceleration on the 6 kilometer torpedoes, which we've done in this particular environment, then you would think, oh, hang on a second, you could double drop with the Graf Zeppelin, because it could do 3, so you could do 3 and you could do 3. However, the problem with the Graf Zeppelin is it has the joint fastest planes in the game. So they just go too fast at 1,000,000 miles an hour, so by the time you drop the first one, you're already too close towards the ship so that the torps wouldn't activate with the second drop, because the time it takes between the second prep drop to go in and the drop, so the dropping once and then dropping twice is exclusively a Hakuryu ability, and even then they've nerfed that, because that level of gameplay or that style of gameplay is too broken, and then stealth dropping is too broken, which it makes me really sad that Wargaming destroys a legitimately interesting avenue of gameplay in the sake of balance. By all means, balance it. Reduce the damage, reduce the flooding, increase the plane detectability, increase the torpedo detectability, something like that, but leave the ability to triple drop, as it were, 1 and 2 and 3, so that hypothetically all 3 waves would activate as they reach the target. Now that takes skill, because it's high skill and high risk to hit the target, because he might see the first plane wave and goes, oh, that looks like triple drops, I'm going to turn in and do something about it. That was what made the Haku fun, because you could drop all of your attack runs without entering realistically the enemy's AA until the third last run, so you get most of the attack off. That was fun and good, enjoyable. Sure, balance it, but the game mode was crap, and obviously the alpha was probably too high, and that's why they did it and all that nonsense. But it is. Right, back to modules. We are. Rocket planes do 27 mil on the plate, 32 on the deck. Torpedo bombers, we've got 4 attack runs. I don't know, 2,000 health, 1,800, 2,200. I think I'm going to go with increased torpedo bomber health, because that's just the way I like to play the game here. So I want to get more torpedo. Now, should be said, I'm probably not going to use the tactic where I have all 4 waves. I'm probably going to take off the Japanese torpedo bombers, sorry, the British torpedo bombers that's got 4 waves, immediately drop the first wave, so I've got 3 waves left over, and then proceed to attack with 3 waves. Attack with 1, attack with 2, maybe attack with 3, but the 4th wouldn't do it because it wouldn't survive that long. You know, and that way I'm not sacrificing additional planes. The 4th wave isn't just flying all over the place, getting shot up before it gets attack run in, and then I have more plane reserves. Speaking of plane reserves, we have 12 on the deck, 8 in the squadron. Our detectability is 13-1, so I'm going to probably not take concealment. I mean, the planes are already 9 kilometers, and they're 9 kilometers because I've got concealment on the captain, so I'm going to take the flight control mod for the prep time, and just so that I've got more reserves on deck, so I can be a little bit more forgiving for loss of planes. So here now you've almost got 2 waves, so anyway. The captain build I also think is perhaps not perfect. I could probably tweak one of these skills and move it across or something. An interesting thing I noticed is that the survivability expert used to be 50 health per wave, per tier. Now it's 15. It's actually better than you think because it's not 8 times 15 and that's how much you get. The health bonus is kind of like more of a percentage on the benefits. So for example, if I have the module that gives me 7% or 7.5% plane health, this is base health of the plane that you then apply the percentage multiplier of the module. So in this instance, I'm increasing the torpedo bomber health by 7.5%, right? And for like a tier 10, that goes up even more because you can take attack aircraft, you can take the health for the bomber choice, but then you can also take another 7.5% from the air groups mod 2. And then if you mix in this Ovechkin commander, he bumps that up to 20, then you've got 200 health plus 15% on top of the total health. So it does make more of an impact than you would originally thought. So when I thought the skill would be kind of useless because the difference in health wasn't really that great, not entirely true. It does make a difference, and it could be the difference between you getting an extra attack runoff. But that needs more experimentation and gameplay. But it does makes it stupid how the best aircraft commander captain right now is the Russian ice hockey captain. The Russian ice hockey captain is the best aircraft carrier captain. And get this, there's even a better captain. The Pan-Asian legendary captains that just got released, that you just could have earned up to the 15th, gets the survivability expert and the demo expert. So if you're going for extra fire chance, then holy bejesus, you can get plane health and fire chance on like your rockets if you're rocket spamming. Like, but of course Pan-Asian doesn't have a carrier yet, but you know, it's like, can I use him here? Anyway, here we are in a tier 8 with some tier 9s. So the health doesn't matter, you will get the first drop off and the short range meat will kill your planes. Kohler, that's kind of true, but the British planes have a huge amount of health. Like compared to the Japanese and the British, it's a ton more health. Could be like in some instances like 1,000 more health for the plane. So it's not as much as, it's not a lot more than the American one, but it's still higher than the Japanese. And you can get close and you can drop, but you know the activation range is what it is, but still. So, oh, I guess the torpedo must be recessed on the plane. Right, anyway, so we've got, yeah, so I'm immediately going to drop one off, because I don't think the 4th wave would survive. So, boom. So that's him returning. So now I'm going to go back up to 8 planes. I'm going to have a full wave ready, and I'm now just attacking with 8, right? That's fine. I don't expect the 4th wave to be successful as far as torpedo bombing goes. Let's see. don't really want to go into a tier 8 car, cruiser, or the Colorado. Lion, it's not really going to do anything meaningful. Now, obviously, the other guy, he's going rocket spam after the destroyer, but the destroyer's a kid. So, well, okay, I say that, but he's taking chump damage. But AA on the kids should be fairly high. I kind of want to spot the carrier just to trigger. Oh, hello. I'm just gonna immediately. Oh, there's Shikaku. Oh, interesting. Now, those won't activate because he's not moving enough. So that nose one isn't going to trigger, even if it did hit him. I'm guessing where he is by the AA. He's somewhere in the middle there. Oh, okay then. I guess I just hit a flat cloud or something. What do we do? I guess rocket planes, move up behind the island, put down some fighter planes on the Ibuki or something to try and help. Have I watched Gaishu play? I have not. I actually haven't really watched how other people play. I'm sure, by all means, I am not the authority on how to play your carrier. So yeah, maybe I should. Maybe if someone gives me a link of how to play, I can look at it, see how someone else applies their tactics. Okay, where are you going? Alright. Yeah, 2,200. Maybe you should always just start with rocket planes. Always start with rocket planes and just harass the destroyer always. I mean, it's lame and boring, and I don't particularly enjoy it. But if it works... that one doesn't work because I pulled too tight and didn't have a tight reticle there. Okay. Tighter, 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 tighter. Eh. Maybe try carpet bombing. That wasn't a flat cloud, that was a DPS of another ship that came into rage. Watch your health bar. Oh, okay, well thanks. Spam, click the W to get maximum engine boost duration. I'm aware of the spamming the W button, yeah. Gaishu is averaging around 180k on the midway on North America. Alright, well, that's the midway. What's he doing? Is he just, is he doing rocket spam? I mean, don't get me wrong, there are ways to play the ship to maximize the damage, which, in my opinion, I might find really boring. Which is probably why I don't do it. Alright, here we go. So we've got... This isn't a good drop on this guy, but we're trying to get the tight reticle. He's not moving. Bang in the middle. So we get one. So I'm going to rotate round and see if I can make like a loop here and then hit him on the nose. Unless somebody else like that mass comes in and kills him. Right, here we go. No, it's not a perfect reticle either. So we know where he is. We know where he is. We know where he is. Boom. Okay, so we hit him. I don't think we're using these saturation bombers the way they're meant to be used, but that's fine. I'm going to take rockets now and maybe harass the Fletcher because they've got two destroyers there and that's where one of their guys is on that side. He's taking advantage of dot damage. Yeah, well there you go. So if he's spamming, like, and rather than harassing one target, but he's going after, I'll bomb you, then I'll bomb you, then I'll bomb you, so I'll get fire, fire, and fire, then I'll dive bomb you, you, and you, and then I'll rocket spam you, you, and you, then, you know what? I could see that as being extremely effective. Rather than the old system where you would go after one target exclusively and try to kill that one target and have the influence in the game, if you just harass everybody... now this is me speculating, I haven't seen obviously what he looks like. It also bugs me that the guy in the smoke can fire just as effectively outside the smoke, and I know the balancing argument was, well, he can be just as effective because the planes are spotting him. So this ship is spotting my planes, and as a result of spotting my planes, he gets perfect AA ability. Yeah, I don't think so. Also, I need to run away at like speed, and I'll go fast, and I'll go up. Then I'll fire some torpedo bombers, some fighters up. It's just, yeah, okay. He's mostly focuses on one target. He just makes sure to dot damage before moving on to the next. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he goes after one, he makes sure there's a fire. If there's a damage con, maybe fires again. Something like that. Yeah, okay. I'll need to see the video. I need to see what happens and see whether that's effective for me. Now, he probably sees these incoming. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Is he moving? Maybe. Maybe not. He's turning into them, so I don't think that's going to come to anything. And fires. And they're dead. Okay. Bismarck and Z23. We could torp the Bismarck, I guess. We could try that. Go to the back corner, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that next time if I feel like it. The thing is, does this person play lower tiers? Does he try other stuff out? Let's see. So Bismarck is going into our C cap. If he is looking that way, I'm going to try and attack him from this side. Now, he's going to be able to see my planes now, so he'll know he's plane detected, if nothing else. Oh, I'm actually plane... Okay, so now he will. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna zip in. Oh, is he turning back on the planes? Alright, dodge, thing, and then, oh, here comes some fire planes. So as soon as I'm on top of him, I'll pop my fire plane in the vain hope that it'll go after him. Alright, so there's one. I'm gonna go forwards and then hard round and right. Are the fighters attacking me? I don't know. Are they going after my other fighters? Now he's still going the hard. Oh no, they fought each other. Oh, that's cool. That's good for us. Yeah, that's not going to hit. So I'm going to go slightly over to the left here, and then I'm going to go hard right again because he's locked into this. Oh, I was assuming he's hard locked into the turn, but he's actually not hard locked into that turn, which means he's now going to double back into them. So this is not a good drop. Well, maybe he's still turning. Boom, he might go. The thing is, if he keeps going straight, the activation won't trigger. Maybe I'll get one torp like that one. That might activate. Yeah, okay, got lucky. Even got flooding, so we got even more lucky. We got more torpedo bombers. I think... I say I should go back with more torpedo bombers, but, like, what can I do this game? Because we're losing, and we don't have very many ships left over. Does he damage con the flood? He does, so do I zoom back? No, he's not damage con the flood, so do I send, like, planes that can fire damage him? Maybe. I don't think what I'm doing right now is being that effective because I'm attacking a ship that basically is unmolested by anybody else. Maybe I should go after the Z-23. Maybe I should be putting fire planes on top of the Kitakaze so he's not being rocket spammed. You know, there's a lot of what I should do and if maybes and all that nonsense. Yeah. So, did the team get crushed? Could I help in any particular way? Maybe. It's hard to say, you know? One thing I like about the British carrier is that I can do the attack drop to the front, and then I can drop. I can turn the drop. The Americans, you cannot turn on the attack run. Oh wow! And just look at that. I misjudged that so badly, and that was my free attack. He knows he's under attack now, so that will never happen again. He'll never give me the second chance. If he overturns, though, he's still too fast, and the torps aren't good enough. There's no way of hitting him. This is the problem of single torp drops. You can't cross-drop anybody. I'll try and do it this way so that if he wiggles a little bit too much, no, he's just not going to move now. Oh! Okay. Well, now we get to die to Bismarck, but still. Maybe that's the way you go about it. You drop super arsingly close and then watch him wiggle a little bit too much and hit him, you know? Okay. It's one. We got a fire, we did some damage. gonna try and turn around as quick as I can. No, I can't even set secondaries on him either while I'm in plane mode. Well, this is gonna suck. Okay. F. Torpedo bombers. Yay! Fighter planes. Yay! Oh, no, drop. Kill the speed. He's turning. And there are 1,000 points. Never mind. Oh well. That wasn't even a tier 10 game. That was just a tier 8 game. Now the thing is, yeah, okay, our team collapsed, but could I have done anything better? Rather than sending torpedo bombers at the front, well, I mean, we came in second place with 6 plane kills, whatever that matters. Could we have done better? Like, we harassed the destroyer and we got him killed, and the other one as well, but like, I'm not sure I'm allowed to watch somebody else's stream and then comment on that stream. I think I'd need to ask their permission first, because it's kind of like their content, that's all. Anyway, yeah, what could I have done better? Maybe I could have gone rockets, maybe I could spot the DDs earlier, maybe I should have played like pure suppressor on the front line. Like, I see an isolated ship, I think, oh yeah, I can bomb him, I can do damage, I don't have to worry about too much AA, but if this guy is like the Bismarck in the back line and he's not really harassing anyone and he's not doing anything and he's at full health, it would take like 9 attack runs to really whittle him down. Is it really worth your time to do that, you know? Yeah, so. It is whatever it is. Again, like, don't get me wrong, I like the plane health of these things. Like, look, the torpedo bomber with maxed out is 2,225 health, all right, and it's 4 attack runs, and it's got a torp that does 5,900 damage, and it goes 40 knots. But you have to drop close. That's the thing, right? If we go over to the Shikaku and have a look at this, without torpedo acceleration, it's 50 knots. It's faster. It's got 5 kilometer torp range compared to 1.9 of the British. But the difference here is that it only has 1,688 health, and they both have roughly the same speed. Plus, they're both 4 attack runs. Now, sure, the Japanese one does more damage at 7,200, and this is before you take like bulge protection into consideration. But that's kind of like the difference. That, you know, the restoration time is roughly the same. They're more stealthy, so you can zoom in and you can drop, but ultimately you're going into anti-air and you're going to be taking flak damage, and it's very difficult, even with the heal, to get the full benefit of the 4 attack runs, even 3 attack runs, which is why I kind of like the British one, because at least I can drop multiple times because I've got the plane health to do it. There's like, I don't know, like 600 extra plane health here, so... I mean, in comparison, the Lexington's has 1,780. I think that's what it's set up. So, you know, it's kind of like in the middle. Enterprise TBs are 1,785. I'm not sure. No, the captain of the modules are set up. Yeah, they are. Okay, so these guys have 2,200. So 2,200 tier 10 planes. I think that's 2 planes. So that's 4 torpedoes in the water at once in this. So it's 4, 4, and 4 on the drop. But the spread is different. Plus, it's only 35 knots at 3.5 kilometer drop range. But you can see the health here is about the same tier 8 for tier 10. Anyway.